The final week of December feels like standing at the edge of a vast ocean, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Beautiful, bittersweet, and brimming with unspoken promise. It's not just the closing of another year, it's a profound moment where time seems to fold in on itself, offering a rare pause to reflect on what was and dream of what could be. This week carries a unique energy, as though the universe is holding its breath, waiting for us to step into alignment with its cosmic rhythm. Beyond the fireworks and countdowns, there's a deeper meaning hidden in these fleeting days, a spiritual gateway that bridges the past and the future, ready to ripple into 2025 with immense power and potential. As we embrace this transformative time, let's prepare our hearts and minds for what lies ahead. Reflect on your year, set your intentions, and align yourself with the cosmic flow. This is your chance to create ripples that will echo into the coming year. If this resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Join us on this journey of reflection and renewal. Hit the subscribe button to stay connected, share this with others who are seeking deeper meaning, and leave a comment saying, "I am ready to show your commitment to stepping boldly into 2025 with purpose and clarity." Together, let's make this transition extraordinary. The occultation of Spica, one of the brightest stars in the night sky, is like the universe drawing a velvet curtain across a radiant stage, hiding its brilliance for a fleeting moment. This astronomical event, where the moon eclipses Spica, feels both mysterious and profound, as if nature itself is performing a sacred dance. Spica, a star that has guided travelers and inspired dreamers for centuries, momentarily vanishes behind the moon's embrace, leaving us to wonder what lies in the shadows. It's a celestial whisper, reminding us that even the brightest lights can be temporarily obscured, but their essence remains unchanged. Symbolically, this event invites us to find clarity in the dark, much like a lantern glowing brighter in a pitch-black room. When Spica disappears, it doesn't cease to exist. It simply hides from view, encouraging us to trust in the unseen and explore the depths of our own inner darkness. It's a reminder that the truth doesn't always reside in the obvious or the illuminated. Sometimes, it's hidden behind layers of doubt, fear, or distraction, waiting patiently to be discovered. Just as the moon gently reveals Spica after its brief concealment, life often requires us to peel back illusions to uncover what is real and meaningful. This cosmic event serves as a metaphor for unveiling hidden truths within ourselves. What have we been avoiding? What illusions do we cling to, hoping they will shield us from discomfort? The occultation of Spica asks us to reflect deeply, to look into the corners of our minds and hearts where unresolved feelings, unspoken truths, or neglected dreams may reside. Like the star re-emerging from the moon's shadow, our hidden truths have the power to shine brilliantly once brought into the light of our awareness. It's a moment to let go of pretenses and embrace authenticity, no matter how uncomfortable it may initially feel. The moon's role in this event is like a veil, gently reminding us that clarity often comes after moments of uncertainty. It's in the stillness of the dark that we can begin to see with new eyes, unclouded by the distractions of the everyday world. This celestial alignment encourages us to pause, reflect, and ask ourselves important questions. What am I hiding from myself? What truths need to surface so I can move forward with clarity and purpose? The occultation of Spica is an opportunity to illuminate the parts of our lives that have been overlooked or overshadowed, offering us a chance for profound personal growth. As you witness or reflect on this rare event, allow its symbolism to inspire you. Take time to sit quietly, as though the universe itself is asking you to listen to its subtle guidance. Let go of the illusions that no longer serve you and welcome the hidden truths that are waiting to shine. Like Spica's return to the night sky, your own clarity and light will emerge, stronger, and more vibrant than ever before. This celestial moment reminds us that even in the darkest times, the truth is never lost. It's simply waiting to be revealed. The final week of the year hums with a mystical energy, like the soft glow of twilight, where day and night seem to merge, blurring the boundaries of time and space. There's a heightened spiritual and emotional charge in the air, as if the universe is playing an unseen melody, inviting us to tune into its rhythm. This season feels like a bridge between worlds, where the veil separating the physical and the spiritual seems thinner, almost translucent, like morning mist slowly dissolving to reveal hidden landscapes. It's a time when our intuition sharpens, our emotions deepen, and the invisible threads connecting us to something greater become easier to sense. For many, this feels like the quiet presence of benevolent forces, a comforting embrace of unseen hands gently guiding us toward introspection and renewal. This energy isn't bound by any one tradition or belief system. It flows universally, touching everyone in some way, like a soft breeze that moves through an open field, whispering secrets to every ear. It transcends the barriers of culture, language, and creed, reminding us that we are all part of something vast and interconnected. In this week, there's an unspoken invitation to pause and reflect, not just individually, but as a collective. The energy seems to nudge us toward shared humanity, urging us to consider where we've been and where we're going, both as individuals and as a global community. It's a moment to look beyond the surface of our daily lives and connect to the deeper currents running through our hearts and the world around us. This mystical energy feels almost like the earth itself is breathing with us, encouraging stillness and reflection. The boundary between the mundane and the extraordinary becomes faint, like a watercolor painting where the colors bleed together in beautiful harmony. It's a time when we might feel more attuned to subtle signs, dreams that carry hidden meanings, moments of déjà vu, or a sudden sense of peace that feels as though it comes from somewhere beyond. The universe seems to speak softly during these days, and if we listen closely, we might hear its voice in the rustling of leaves, the sparkle of stars, or the warmth of a heartfelt connection. What makes this energy truly magical is how it unites us, dissolving walls that often keep us apart. It encourages compassion, empathy, and togetherness, as though the universe is weaving an invisible tapestry of shared intentions and collective healing. The emotions of this season are like a tide, pulling us toward introspection and connection simultaneously. We are reminded that even in our individual reflections, we are never alone. We are always part of something bigger, a vast and infinite web of existence. So, as this season unfolds, allow yourself to embrace its energy fully. Reflect on your journey with gratitude, dream of the year to come with hope, and honor the invisible threads that tie us all together. This is not just a time of endings, but of beginnings, a sacred pause that carries the promise of transformation and deeper connection. Like a candle burning in the dark, the mystical energy of the season illuminates our paths, reminding us that even in the quietest moments, the universe is alive with infinite possibility. The emotional landscape of December's end is like a rich, colorful tapestry woven with threads of joy, nostalgia, and even loneliness. This time of year carries a unique intensity, stirring feelings that run deeper than usual, as though the heart itself is reflecting the season's quiet beauty and solemnity. For some, it feels like standing in a warm, glowing room filled with laughter and love, the joy of connection wrapping around them like a cozy blanket. For others, it's like looking through an old photo album where every image tugs at the strings of memory, blending happiness with a soft ache of longing. And for many, it may feel like standing in a shadowed corner watching the celebrations from afar, the quiet whisper of loneliness echoing in the stillness. These emotions, though varied and sometimes overwhelming, are not random. They are like messengers, each carrying an invitation for deeper self-awareness and growth. Joy reminds us to cherish the beauty of the present moment, to lean into gratitude and celebrate the blessings, no matter how small. Nostalgia whispers of the past, urging us to honor our journey, acknowledge the lessons we've learned, and hold space for what has shaped us. Even loneliness, though painful, is like a mirror reflecting what we long for, revealing unmet needs or areas within ourselves that crave nurturing. These feelings are not meant to be ignored or suppressed. They are like guideposts on the winding path of self-discovery, encouraging us to dig deeper and understand the truths hidden within our hearts. This emotional landscape also offers a powerful opportunity for transformation. Just as trees shed their leaves in autumn to make way for new growth, this is a time to release what no longer serves us. Whether it's old grudges, limiting beliefs, or the weight of unresolved pain, December's end asks us to lay these burdens down. Imagine letting these things go as though you're placing stones into a flowing river, watching them sink and disappear as the current carries them away. This act of release is not an ending but a clearing, creating space for new dreams, possibilities, and energy to take root in the fertile soil of the year ahead. Embracing this transformation doesn't mean rushing to fix everything. It's more like tending a garden with care and patience. Take time to reflect on what you truly want to cultivate in your life. Allow yourself to feel deeply, to honor the emotions that surface without judgment. Remember, even the heaviest storms leave the air fresher and the sky clearer. The emotional intensity of this time is not here to break you. It's here to prepare you for growth, much like the earth preparing itself for the blossoming of spring. So, as December draws to a close, give yourself permission to feel, to release, and to dream. Step into this emotional landscape as though you're walking through a forest at dusk, aware of its shadows, but also of the promise of dawn. Let your emotions guide you, not as obstacles, but as keys unlocking the door to transformation. This is your moment to let go of the old and step boldly into the light of what's to come. The Ursid meteor shower, though subtle compared to its brighter and more famous counterparts, carries a quiet magic that speaks to the power of small things. These fleeting streaks of light, like tiny brushstrokes across the canvas of the night sky, remind us that even the smallest sparks can leave a lasting impression. They might not light up the heavens with the grandeur of a supernova, but their gentle, understated beauty whispers a profound truth. It is often the quiet, unnoticed moments in life that hold the most meaning. Watching these meteors feels like receiving a celestial nudge, a reminder that even the smallest actions can ripple through time, shaping the path ahead in ways we may not immediately see. The energy of the Ursid meteor shower is like a soft whisper in the vastness of the cosmos, subtle yet profound. Each meteor is a symbol of the small but mighty decisions we make in our lives, choices that, though seemingly insignificant, can shape the narrative of an entire year. It's like planting a tiny seed in fertile soil. At first, it may seem like nothing has changed, but with time and care, that seed can grow into a towering tree. The Ursids teach us that change doesn't always come with grand gestures or dramatic events. Sometimes, it's the quiet moments, the words of encouragement we offer, the habits we nurture, or the dreams we dare to entertain, that create the foundation for transformation. As we stand at the cusp of 2025, the Ursid meteors remind us to honor the small moments. Think of them as stepping stones across a flowing river, each one bringing us closer to the other side. A seemingly minor choice, a kind word, a moment of courage, or a decision to let go of something holding us back, can set off a chain reaction, altering the course of our lives. Like the meteor's brief trail of light that lingers in the sky for only a moment, these small choices leave their mark, shaping not only our individual paths, but also the collective energy of the world around us. This meteor shower invites us to reflect on the power of mindfulness and intention. Each falling star is like a spark of inspiration, encouraging us to pause and consider the energy we bring into our daily lives. What small acts of kindness can we extend to others? What seemingly minor habits can we cultivate to better align with our goals? Just as the Ursids remind us of the beauty in subtlety, they also urge us to appreciate the present moment. A shared smile, a quiet evening spent journaling, or the decision to try again tomorrow. These moments might feel small, but their impact can be as profound as a meteor lighting up the night sky. So, as you watch or reflect on the Ursid meteor shower, let it inspire you to look for the sparks in your own life. Celebrate the small victories, honor the quiet shifts, and trust in the power of your everyday choices. Like the meteors themselves, these sparks may be brief, but their impact can illuminate your journey far into the year ahead. December, a month cradled by 2 new moons, feels like a story with matching bookends, both quiet yet profoundly significant. A new moon marks a time of beginnings when the sky is dark and empty, like a blank canvas waiting for the artist's first stroke. To have December begin and end with this celestial phenomenon is rare, almost like a cosmic wink from the universe, offering us not one, but 2 powerful opportunities to pause, reflect, and set our intentions. The first new moon at the start of the month felt like opening the door to a new chapter, a moment to plant seeds of possibility. Now, as the month comes to a close, the second new moon invites us to revisit those seeds, to water them with hope, adjust our plans, and set our sights on the future with renewed clarity. Symbolically, these 2 new moons create a unique rhythm, a beginning, a pause, and a recalibration. The first new moon encouraged us to dream, to map out what we desired and what we were ready to release. It was like standing at the edge of a garden in winter, imagining the vibrant blooms that could grow with time and care. But by the time the second new moon arrives, we are no longer just imagining. We are reflecting on the steps we've taken and the ones still to come. This is a rare and sacred moment, like hearing an echo of your own thoughts, allowing you to refine your vision and align your intentions with the rhythm of the cosmos. This unique alignment is a call to action, urging us to turn inward and ask ourselves important questions. What intentions did we set at the beginning of the month? Have we nurtured them with focus and care, or did they fall away like leaves carried by the wind? The second new moon isn't here to judge or reprimand. It's here to remind us that growth is not linear. It's like the tides of the ocean, sometimes surging forward, other times pulling back, but always in motion. It offers us a chance to recalibrate, to forgive ourselves for what didn't go as planned, and recommit to the goals that still resonate in our hearts. The double bookends of December frame this month as an extraordinary time for reflection and intentional goal setting. This isn't just about making resolutions for the new year. It's about diving deeper, aligning your aspirations with your true self, and stepping into 2025 with purpose. The 2 new moons act like a mirror, reflecting the journey of the month back to us. They ask us to honor both the darkness and the light within, to trust that even in the stillness of a new moon, the seeds of our dreams are taking root beneath the surface. So, as December draws to a close, take this rare gift as an opportunity to pause, light a candle, sit in silence, and revisit the intentions you set under the first new moon. Then, under the lightless sky of the second, refine them, expand them, or rewrite them entirely. This is your chance to close the chapter of 2024 with gratitude and to open the next one with clarity, courage, and a heart full of possibilities. Like the two bookends holding a treasured story together, these new moons are here to support you, framing your journey with purpose and guiding you toward the year ahead. Mercury's greatest elongation is like a sudden burst of light in the night sky, as the planet pulls away from the sun to stand at its farthest point. It's a rare event where Mercury's dance with the sun creates a space of quiet separation, allowing the planet to shine in its own right. Symbolically, this moment is much like stepping back from a loud, crowded room into a peaceful garden, where the noise fades and clarity emerges. It's an invitation to break free from the constant hum of everyday life and reconnect with what truly matters. Just as Mercury reaches its greatest elongation, creating distance from the sun's overwhelming brilliance, we too can step away from the distractions and pressures of the world to find stillness and reflect on our own path. This celestial moment reminds us that sometimes the best way to move forward is to create space between ourselves and the noise of our external world. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, to lose track of our intentions and inner voice. But Mercury's elongation calls us to break free from that cycle, to detach from the endless chatter and reconnect with the quiet wisdom that resides deep within. It's like standing at the edge of a foggy shore and watching the mist slowly lift, revealing the clear waters beneath. In this space of calm, we can finally hear our own thoughts, our true desires, and the subtle guidance of our intuition. This event is a reminder that clarity comes when we step away from the chaos and give ourselves permission to simply be. It invites us to reclaim our focus, to tune into our own rhythm rather than the clamor of the world around us. Think of it like taking a deep breath after holding it for too long. Mercury's greatest elongation allows us to exhale, letting go of the tension and stress that often cloud our judgment. In this moment, we are encouraged to pause and reflect, to ask ourselves important questions. What is truly important? What is worth our energy and attention? This is not about escaping life, but about rediscovering the calm within it, so we can approach the coming days with a clear mind and a focused heart. Stepping away from life's noise doesn't mean retreating from the world. It means creating space for the clarity and peace we need to move forward with intention. Just as Mercury moves away from the sun, we too can distance ourselves from the distractions that pull us off course. This is an opportunity to realign with our deeper truths, to reflect on our goals, and to rediscover the focus that may have been lost in the whirlwind of daily life. By finding this inner space of quiet, we can return to the world with renewed energy, purpose, and clarity. Mercury's greatest elongation is not just a celestial event. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful way to move forward is to step back, breathe, and listen to the stillness within. As we approach the end of 2024, we are all confronted with the ghosts of the past year. Those unresolved emotions, lingering mistakes, and unfulfilled dreams that still hover in the background, like shadows that refuse to fade. These ghosts can feel heavy, weighing us down with guilt, regret, or longing for what could have been. Much like a cluttered attic, our hearts and minds may be filled with forgotten things, some useful, some broken, and others long past their time. Yet, before we step into the bright promise of 2025, it is important to face these lingering energies and allow ourselves to release them. The process of reflection and release is not about ignoring or burying the past, but about acknowledging it with understanding, learning from it, and ultimately letting it go so we can move forward. Facing these ghosts requires us to gently walk through the rooms of our past, giving each unfinished story its due attention. We might revisit a mistake that still stings, a dream that didn't come true, or an emotion we couldn't quite resolve. It's like looking at an old photograph. What we see may bring a mix of emotions, But we must look at it with love, knowing that every chapter has shaped who we are today. Acknowledge those feelings without judgment, for they are part of the journey, like footprints in the sand that mark where we've been. As we reflect, it's crucial to allow ourselves the grace of understanding. Every mistake was an opportunity for growth, every unfulfilled dream a lesson in patience, and every emotion a signpost pointing us to what truly matters. Releasing these ghosts is an act of forgiveness, both for ourselves and for others. Just as autumn leaves fall to the ground, we too must let go of what no longer serves us. This doesn't mean forgetting. It means offering ourselves the freedom to move forward. Imagine standing at the edge of a river holding onto a stone. The weight of it keeps you anchored in the past, but when you choose to release it, you feel lighter, freer, and ready to step into the current of life. Releasing is not a loss, it is a reclaiming of our power to choose what we carry into the future. By forgiving ourselves and others, we allow space for healing, understanding, and new beginnings. To guide yourself through this process of release, begin by acknowledging what still clings to you. Then take a deep breath and imagine letting go with each exhale. You might write down what you wish to release, whether it's an emotion, a mistake, or a regret, and ceremoniously let it go, whether by tearing the paper, releasing it in water, or simply saying it aloud. Picture these things drifting away, like leaves carried by the wind. As you do this, feel the space opening up inside you, making room for the possibilities and joys of 2025. This act of reflection and release is a sacred ritual, not just for letting go of the past, but for embracing the future with a heart unburdened and open. The ghosts of 2024 need not haunt us if we allow them to teach us and then bid them farewell. By releasing the past with understanding and forgiveness, we prepare ourselves for the clarity, growth, and transformation that await us in the new year. As 2024 draws to a close, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of a new chapter, looking back on the lessons, breakthroughs, and challenges that have shaped us. This final stretch of the year is like the last few pages of a book, where the plot is nearing its climax, and we're given the chance to reflect on everything that has led us here. Each experience, whether triumph or struggle, has been a lesson, a stepping stone that has prepared us for the future. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable have transformed into wisdom, and the breakthroughs that lit up our path now serve as beacons guiding us forward. This week is a bridge, a moment suspended between the past and the future, allowing us to pause and take stock of how far we've come and how we want to move forward into 2025. This week is an invitation to reflect on what we've learned, much like a traveler at the end of a long journey, taking in the landscape and appreciating the roads that led them here. We're not just looking back at events, but at the growth that each moment has sparked within us. The challenges of the year, which might have once felt like mountains too steep to climb, are now part of our story, proof of our resilience, like scars that tell the tale of battles fought and won. The lessons we've learned are seeds planted deep within, ready to blossom into even greater wisdom in the future. As we stand at this crossroads, we're offered the opportunity to decide what we'll carry with us into the future and what we'll leave behind. This is not just a reflection. It is an active choice, like a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, deciding which parts of the past still serve our growth and which parts need to be released. Some things, like old fears, unresolved grudges, or limiting beliefs, may have served their purpose, but are no longer necessary to carry forward. These are the things we can lay down like a heavy coat we no longer need, feeling the freedom of the open air as we leave them behind. On the other hand, there are lessons of strength, resilience, and love that we can carry into the new year, like cherished tools in a well-worn backpack, ready to help us navigate whatever comes next. Writing a new story isn't just about the future. It's about actively choosing which parts of the past we want to bring with us and which parts we choose to release. It's about owning our narrative and recognizing that we are the authors of our journey, not victims of circumstances. The final stretch of 2024 is a powerful moment to pause and consider how we want to shape the next chapter. What do we want to take with us from this year? What lessons will guide us in 2025? As we reflect, we are given the opportunity to write a new story, one where we are empowered by the wisdom of the past, but free to create a future of our own design. So, as the year closes, stand at the crossroads with intention, knowing that every choice, every reflection, is part of the story you are writing for the year ahead. As we stand on the cusp of the new year, the cosmic events and messages that have shaped the past weeks serve as a powerful guide to help us step into 2025 with intention. From the new moons to the celestial alignments, each moment has been like a whisper from the universe, calling us to reflect on where we've been and where we want to go. Now, more than ever, it is time to take a deep breath, pause, and listen to the quiet wisdom that has been unfolding around us. Just as the stars in the night sky are part of a grand, interconnected dance, so too are the events of our lives part of a larger cosmic rhythm. The energy of these moments, whether they brought clarity, challenge, or reflection, offers us the perfect space to set new intentions for the year ahead. As the calendar flips to 2025, let this be the moment when you set your intentions with clarity and purpose. Imagine your goals as seeds you are planting in the fertile soil of possibility, each one carrying the potential for growth and transformation. But just like a garden needs care, so too do your intentions require nurturing. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I want to bring into my life this year? What dreams have been waiting for the right moment to bloom? Whether your intentions are large or small, it's important to set them with clarity, like a compass guiding you on a journey through the unknown. As you reflect on the cosmic energy that has led you here, trust that now is the time to create with purpose, knowing that each choice you make shapes the landscape of your future. As you step forward into the new year, let gratitude be your anchor. Appreciate the lessons you've learned, the growth you've experienced, and the opportunity to begin again. Gratitude is like a warm light, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear and illuminating the path ahead. It connects us to the present moment and fills our hearts with the strength to move forward with open hands, ready to receive the abundance that 2025 has to offer. With a heart full of gratitude, set your intentions with the understanding that the universe has been preparing you for this very moment. Now is your time to step into your power, to embrace the possibilities, and to trust that the year ahead holds incredible promise. Before you go, remember to subscribe to this channel for more insightful content, designed to help you navigate the cosmic rhythms and live with greater intention and purpose. Together, we will continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, guiding you towards a year filled with growth, clarity, and transformation. Here's to embracing 2025 with open arms, a heart full of gratitude, and a mind clear with purpose. Let the journey begin.